So here we've got two CDI models. We've got the CDI 220, which is on the top, and the CDI 210, which is on the bottom. CDI 210 is the sort of the cheaper version of the one on the top. So the differences between them are the CDI 220 has this sort of flap which opens and closes when it's got a disc in, and the 210 doesn't. It's basically just without the flap and a fancy door on instead. It's all about sort of cutting costs and saving costs. The display isn't as comprehensive as well. Now you'll notice that there's a input here for a wired controller. I've got a wired controller here, you can see it there. Much better to use a wired controller on things like Hotel Mario and the games rather than this. Whereas the 220 has this flap on the front, and it allows you to plug in it's the controller there, but it's also got volume and a headphone socket, which the other one doesn't have. This one, I've only just got this. This is why you can tell they're pretty grubby. This was £5 with 5 discs from a car boot sale, and this one I've had for a while, and it was in a big stack of hi-fi separates, so you wouldn't have known it was a CDI unless you're actually looking for it. So on the front you can see they're a different colour as well, and then on the back now you can see that the 210's got this massive red plate covering the digital video slot. I haven't got a digital video thingy for either of them, but this one hasn't got one, so maybe it's had an FNV card in it at some point. As for on the back, you've got an RS-232 port here on the 220, input 2 on the 210. You've got your composite video out, and you've got your composite video out on the 220, but the video is here and the sound is down here. You've got antennae in and out for like standard RF for both of them, but I suppose the main difference, they've both got SCART sockets as well, you can see that there, but the main difference is that the Philips has a RC6 output and also a super video out as well, which is a lot handier. The 220 model, I don't know if you can see this because this camera's pretty shit. It says CDI 220/25, so it's actually a later model one if you look them up on the net. It's got slightly more NV RAM, and the CDI 210 is actually quite a late model as well, 45. So definitely the 220 is the better machine to have.